Yeah, welcome to the Take It Back show with Tommy and Tina at the IQ Podcast Studios here in Coronado, California. Our guest today is Mia Rivera, an amazing woman that you'll get to meet, a writer, actress, producer, songwriter, and Army veteran. Thank you for your service.
Amy,
Thank you for your service.
Oh, thank you.
Hi.
And I'm glad you could be on the air with us today because you got a wonderful story to tell. And we've got so many projects coming up, and I want you to talk about your new comedy pilot, which is just amazing. And what's cooking?
Well, I'm very, very excited about a new short that I just got casted for from the amazing Tommy Anderson and Susie Schaefer.
Oh, well,
And
thank
also, we
you.
have Tina involved in the project as well, doing the music. These award winning writers and songwriters, singers. I'm very thrilled to be in this great group for a new short film that's in pre-production right now called At Dawn's Early Light.
And we're really happy to have you as part of it. And your role in it is going to be perfect. You're kind of did a private audition that we did kind of via the phone and via Zoom, and you're perfect. And thank you for being part of it.
Oh, it's my pleasure and my thrill. I'm so excited about it.
it's
So
very
thank you for
cool.
having me. Very
Very
excited.
excited. So tell us a little bit about your other project going on right now.
Oh, sure, I'd love to. So I created and wrote and produced and starred in a short comedic film called Lizzies Plan that is about three mature ladies. They're immature, but they're mature age-wise, who are trying to get their husbands to stop one of their many, many bad habits. And so they devise a plan, and it's called Lizzie's Plan. And we are so thrilled at the very unexpected, but very, very welcome film festival awards that we've won with Lizzie's Plan, everywhere from best film to best comedy, best actress, best ensemble, best writer, best song, best music, best makeup and hair, best production design. We've been really, really fortunate. I'm super excited. In fact, we're coming up to the 100 mark for awards for it. So
Wow.
I'm very,
That's really
very
awesome. 'Cause I keep seeing them rack
Right.
up on Instagram and on the different film festival sites, and I'm going like, wow, I know these people because
Yeah.
it's not only you I know the actors in it and the director who is directing our film,
yes.
the wonderful
The other
Josh
nice thing
Ryan.
is that the entire cast and our director are all military veterans.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Nice. Yeah.
It's very cool. So you're an Army veteran.
Yes,
What
ma'am.
years yeah, thank you for your service. What years were you in the Army?
Oh, eons ago.
Stop it. Okay, I won't ask you then. So just tell me where you were stationed and what your MOS was.
Okay. So I was a combat medic, and I did my medical training at Fort Dix, New Jersey. Boy, that's a tongue twister.
No.
I did my medical
Where I
training at
was.
Fort Sam Houston in San Antonio, Texas.
Nice.
And this will give you a little clue about how long ago it was, because I was actually based at a very famous Army base, and that was the Presidio in San Francisco. I worked at Letterman Army Medical Center, Lamsey.
Yes.
Mhm.
Oh, very nice. Very nice.
And your
Yes.
picture, you're in BDUs, so for me that dates it too.
I don't know why
You
they
know,
couldn't have us in our class A's, but
true, but
obviously I
yeah.
had no say in it.
Oh, they didn't consult you, huh?
They did not consult me. They really should have a woman in charge, and then.
I agree. I agree. Come on.
Well, hey, I'm not going to argue because everything that I've been involved with, when there's been a woman in charge, it's been more organized and just seems to flow better.
Yeah, even our
And
drive down here was better because I was involved.
Yeah, but I was driving for a change. We didn't get lost. She
You mean you
refuses to
didn't have
stop
to
for
stop
directions.
like 10 times to ask directions?
She
No,
refuses to ask for directions.
no,
It's
we don't
just
stop.
frustrating.
We only stop for pit stops on the way down. So we drive all the way out from Riverside and San Bernardino counties to beautiful Coronado. And, it's been such a blessing to be here. And funny how we just called you at the last minute. We were just going to talk to each other, but I'm so much happier talking to you.
Yeah,
Well, I'm
'cause we didn't
thrilled
know.
to be a guest here. I look forward to when I can come down to the physical studio.
That would be awesome.
Yeah,
That would be
that'd be really
cool.
awesome.
Yeah.
So what else have you been doing during this shutdown? One thing I've noticed for us that are in the entertainment business is we've been busy at home and doing a lot through Zoom.
Yeah.
But how about you?
So I actually, because of the popularity of Lizzie's Plan, the short film, I actually wrote a half-hour sitcom pilot and 21 episode stories.
Mm.
So
Awesome.
that's one thing, and I've done a lot of acting gigs. Actually, I've done some commercials and some TV series, and so I've been busy, surprisingly busy, and I've been taking a lot of Zoom classes. Actually, there's this wonderful organization called Veterans in Media Entertainment, and I took a lot of Zoom classes through them. Learned a lot. Great organization.
Yes, they are, and we're both members of that, and I've done it too. I always say that you can never learn enough. And even if
No.
you're experienced in writing or whatever, you can always pick up something new through these free classes that we're offered. And that's for
Yes.
anybody who wants to to use this time when you can't do what you normally do is even on YouTube, there's an abundance of classes you can take.
Right.
And some of
Yes.
them don't cost anything. And being a writer too, I belong to a number of writing organizations, the Southern California Writers Association, San Diego Writers and Editors Guild.
Right.
They all offer programs for professional writers. We take classes just like everybody else does, and what a perfect time to do it. I mean, we really have
Yeah.
little distraction right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. And writers are kind of isolated beings sometimes anyway. So, usually on the keyboard or with the pad and paper and pen, writing. So, of course, I feel terrible about all the illness and lives lost by this COVID, and jobs and careers. But for me, since I stay home a lot anyway, except when I'm on the set, um, it hasn't, and of course financially it impacts us all, of course, but
Sure.
I feel very lucky, I should say, and actually have met a lot of great people through these Zoom meetings that I may not have met in person.
No, that's very true. We've been able to meet a whole host of people. We were on a show just before this,
Yeah.
Drinks with Dee Dee. It's a new webcast TV program that's it's a, sort of a comedy. It's kind of along the lines of Drunken History, and it's run
What a
on
combination.
the
That could have been
NBN
some of my
network
friends
out
in
of
high school.
Burbank. But the Paul Sorvino, the famous actor, and his wife Dee Dee run this, and they bring people from the movie business from all over the country, and we talk about our current projects, and while we're having drinks, and we toast, and we did it ours today from the Navy SEAL bar here in Coronado,
Yeah.
McPease. I had talked to the manager if it would be okay if we could do our part of the show from there, and he thought it was great. And I said, well, we want to support our local businesses. Everybody's been suffering from this, so we'll give you a little national exposure here
Right.
with this
Yeah.
show.
It's a really cool little place, and they have the
Yeah.
outdoor dining, and it was packed today, and it was really kind of cool to see that. What was even funnier is that, Tommy's got his camera and his phone, sitting there. We're sitting at the table laughing and toasting at this radio. People were looking at us. They're like, "What are you guys doing?"
Yeah.
But it was fun. We had a good time.
And it's
And
like, let's leave California. They're weird here.
yeah, well, we're tourists here in town, so
But
People are
yeah,
leaving California. A lot of people are leaving. I heard that more people are leaving California than are coming to California.
it's true. And over the past, I want to say since COVID, I've had a number of friends that have moved to Arizona, Nevada,
right.
and there's a couple new movie studios that are opening up in Phoenix area,
Mhm.
and people,
Yeah.
especially in the entertainment business, are moving there because of our taxes here and all the regulations and everything.
Right.
And it's a shame. It's so beautiful here, but what are you going to do? I mean, you have to do something to survive. And with
Right.
COVID, the last time I was on set was in March, the first part of March.
Yeah.
I did a pilot for a TV comedy, and so that's the last time I did anything on set. And it's just
Yeah.
unbelievable. And then I got COVID over Christmas, and I was pretty
That's
sick.
right. How are you doing?
Yeah.
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. There's others that taking a little while to recover. I feel very fortunate. My doctor stayed ahead of things. I got bronchitis and it was starting to go into pneumonia, and he treated it right away. But I was really sick for about 10 days, and I'm finally feeling like I'm back full of energy again and not needing to take naps. And it was quite an experience. I hope I'm thankful that it wasn't worse, but I hope I never have to go through that again.
Right, right. It's tough because a
Hope
lot of
not.
people out there have it, and, I have family and friends who have it, and,
Mhm.
what it does to the mental health of people that that you thought, "Oh, they're so resilient, they'll be fine," and you gotta really, kinda try to make life a little bit more fun. I deal with, being sad, being home and not, out in the world, and so I've been doing a lot of writing myself, and, so we're just, moving forward, and I love that you're doing things, during this time because it shows people you can do things and you have it in your
Sure.
control. So, yeah,
And
definitely.
we've kind of take,
Well,
oh, go ahead, Mia. Go ahead.
oh no, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
No, 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 you go ahead.
Well,
Well,
again, talking about the Zoom meetings and everything,
Right.
um, it's easier to some people than it would be otherwise. I haven't experienced it myself, but I've heard about it. So it's really great. I think we'll keep this going long after the COVID is gone, because actually it's really time efficient. You have people who live all over the LA or outside of LA area, and now
Mhm.
they can have a meeting and not take up their whole day driving or being in traffic. So
Gotcha.
actually, that's so true, and we all know what it's like driving in LA. We did
yes.
as I went with the director to do some site scouting, and what should have been maybe a 2.5 hour trip was 6 hours. And I thought, oh, I did
Right.
not miss driving in LA. But
Wow,
we're
was it
curious.
traffic? There was
We're
traffic.
curious. How did you start writing, Mia? We're
Yeah,
getting some.
we have some live viewers right now. Ralph in Houston, Texas is asking, how did you start writing?
Oh, well, hello, Houston, Texas. So I started off writing poetry as a little kid, and then one of my poems had a melody, and even with my terrible memory, it just kept coming back and coming back and coming back, and so I decided that a poem with a melody wanted to be a song.
Right.
And
Right.
so that's how I got started. I actually spent the first half of my life as a professional songwriter, and
Nice.
I don't feel like it's that different than writing, because as a songwriter, as you know, Tina, you
Yeah.
create characters, and everything, the visual for me, it's like a little movie in my head, whether it's
Right.
writing a song or writing a film.
Right.
And so I just love it. I just love it so much. It's really exciting and really fun to take it to that next someplace I never thought I would be. But
Right.
as an actress, that's the order I went, as a songwriter to an actress to writing films.
Yeah, it's
So
kind of a transition we make out here because I don't
Right.
think any of us in the entertainment world at this point as independents intended to be where we're at. We started for something else and we just kind of morphed along with it. It's
Right.
a natural progression.
Right. Actually,
yeah,
yeah. With me getting into screenwriting, I've got a couple little stories going on right now. So that's a brand new thing for me, reaching out, from songwriting and poems. And so, yeah, we
Yeah.
enjoy it. It's good for the soul. It actually helps
yes.
clear your mind sometimes, and it's cathartic. It really is.
It
So,
really,
yeah.
as a little kid, well, as a teenage girl, with all that angst and puppy love and everything, I was actually kind of shy, so I couldn't say the things to the person I was thinking. So I wrote a song about it instead.
Oh, yeah.
And that's how I really got started. But I mean, how the process kind of started too. Yeah,
Right.
saying the things that I was too shy to say, but in a song that could be about anyone.
You
Well,
you
that's
don't
true.
ever reveal to anyone who the song is about.
They'll know.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
You're so vain.
Oh,
You're so
good
vain.
Lord.
Who's
Somebody
that about,
somebody
Barbie?
somebody paid a lot of money for that to find out
Yeah.
who wrote it or who she wrote it about.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I know
Oh,
that.
really?
That's quite a story. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
And the one thing that, like you're saying this time with the Zoom and everything and writing, and people who are interested in getting into writing, there are programs out there that you can get involved with to learn. My writing
Yes.
partner, Susie Schaefer, we've come up with a number of award-winning screenplays that we've written together over this time.
Right.
But she offers a great um, program through her business, Finish the Book Publishing, which will teach somebody how to write a book and get it published. And it's a great program.
Yeah.
And if you want to look at something, look at her. Just go to finishthebookpublishing.com and take a look at that. And there's other programs out there too that you can take advantage of. But writing's great. It's not easy, as we know.
No.
And the one thing you learn as a in this business as a writer or a singer or an actor, whatever, is you got to handle criticism.
Right.
And
Yes.
and that's how we learn because every time you hear something, we'll correct ourselves and learn from it. So we're
But
very fortunate to be able to do what we're doing, I feel.
Oh,
absolutely.
absolutely. Yeah. Well, I, as a songwriter, going back in the day, going in with my cassette tape and then CD,
Right.
to meet with an A&R person, my heart would be in my stomach, and it was just so hard, for me to do that. I almost couldn't even process what they were saying, but I would take notes, and it seemed like, everyone has an opinion, you know.
Right.
There's a saying that I won't go into detail, but we know that there's a saying about everyone having an
Oh yeah,
opinion.
yeah, we know it. We know it. Especially if you're in the service.
Right.
And
Everyone has one of those too.
that's right. So
Yeah.
if I heard a similar comment like three times, then I knew there was really something to it.
Right.
Um, that was kind of the bar that I was at. If one person said it and I never heard it again, I may or may not, make a change, just depending on if I could
Right,
understand
right.
where they were coming from. But if you heard it three times, you know for certain that you better make a change.
Right.
Whatever it is.
And,
So
and usually for us, it comes from our editors or marketing people,
Yeah.
because that's their job. That's why we have them work for us.
Yeah.
And we have
I
to listen to them because they know the beat of the market and they know where we have to be to excel.
Right. Right. We have to be able to
yes,
take that. You kind of have to be a little thick-skinned to take that kind of criticism. I know when I was much younger, it was like, oh, I'm scared to do this. And I had opportunities when I was, younger as a teenager to really break into the music industry. And I didn't. And I was so afraid of myself. And now as an adult, I don't care. It's like, I'm just going to do what I want to do and have fun with it. I don't need to be famous. We all want to do what we love. And that's the important thing about getting through each day. I mean, there's really nothing better than that.
Well,
You know,
I think the other thing is, and I'm going to use a cliche that we've heard a million times, but youth is wasted on the young. And the way I mean it at this point is that even though as teenagers we all thought we knew it all, now that we've moved slightly past our teenage years, um,
Not too far
we
past,
know
just a
that
little bit.
the longer you live, actually, the more of life you see and the more you experience. And I think as a writer, it makes you better because you're not limited to just a small slice of life. You actually have seen and done a lot more things that you can pull from your writing, whether it's writing songs or stories, poems, or screenplays,
right.
whatever. I think the older, you know, the more you have to pull from. And I don't know about you guys, but I'm a people watcher too.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Um,
yeah.
so yeah,
Yeah, we do the same thing, especially, airports. You used to be able to do that. You used to do it in the grocery store. Now you just want to hurry up and get out. It's like, don't
Yeah.
even, so I kind of miss those days, going to the mall and people watching and
Well, the thing is with wearing masks too is one of the things you used to watch is people's expressions
right.
and you can't see that and see how they reacted.
Yeah.
And I think as you're writing, as you get older, you have more life experience, like you were saying, Mia, and we can pull on that. And I think you can see a definite difference between somebody who's a younger writer than an older writer because of that. We look at things through a different lens.
Right. Right.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and a
Well,
lot
I
of
think
us,
you can keep the young lens because
right.
you can go back to that time. It's like you
Mhm.
have a
Right.
bigger
Right.
library to pull from. You don't
Exactly. That's
lose
a
what
good
you
way of
had.
putting it.
You just
Right.
you just keep adding to it. So I think that older people can still write for younger people because they were that. You know,
Yeah.
and you don't
Mhm.
entirely lose that. Just because you get older. So
Yeah.
Well,
that's one thing.
well, if
Yeah.
people want to know more about your bio and Lizzie's Plan and any other activities you're involved in, where should they go to look?
Sure. So I have a website that kind of covers it all. And that is at www.mia, which is MIA hyphen or dash Rivera, RIVERA.com. And there you can learn about my acting and my songwriting and Lizzie's Plan. And soon we're adding a screenwriting page also.
Oh, that's
So,
that's
That's
really
awesome.
awesome because I have to tell everybody I got the privilege of viewing Lizzie's Plan, and it's hilarious and much
thank you.
success for you on that and the other veterans that are involved in that project.
Yeah. We're so excited to see everything you have coming, in the future. Working on this new film, this project with you is going to be amazing.
Oh,
You and
I'm
I are going
so
to talk a
excited.
little bit more about that, but so I'm thrilled.
And you get to work with this amazing writer and executive producer.
Yeah. Mhm.
I know. I'm gonna have to step up my game to be to be in a room with these people.
I
So
know,
I'm
I
very
know.
Ah, he's like, yes, of course. He makes me sit in the back seat, on the way down here, but
well,
he doesn't realize that, he's the one chauffeuring me.
No, I
no,
should say you have to drive. I sit in the
Oh
back seat.
no, you drove today.
I know I did. I know I did.
well, you
When
guys
I drive,
have
I
to be
just want to
careful.
make sure I get home safely.
Right. Who
Oh
drank
my
the
god.
most during the drinks with Dee Dee? Who drank
Oh,
the most? Let
we
the
were
other person
just acting. Yeah, we weren't drinking. We were just acting,
I mean,
just
you got
having a good time.
act.
yeah.
Very,
Yeah.
very
It's
good.
yeah. You can't go on and do that and then go on and do this and have
Yeah.
been drinking. No, not really.
I was like,
Because
well,
I'd
you
be like,
guys must be experienced drinkers. I
We're
know I
we're
couldn't.
we're crazy enough as it is. We don't have to add fuel to the
Yeah,
fire.
we don't need the alcohol to make us crazy. We just had fun being silly and, enjoying everybody's,
Staring at us at the restaurant.
yeah, that was probably the most fun of that interview. But yeah, so well, we are
Where do we
excited.
get to see more about what you guys do?
Well, like what we do. I don't know. We poke fun at each other. I don't know.
No, I mean, where do we get to? What are your websites?
Oh, I Take It Back show with Tommy and Tina on Facebook. Tommy Anderson, author, and what do you have it under? Screenwriter?
Well, my website is thetommyanderson.com.
Yeah.
And it's got in bad need of being updated. I have to admit that I've put that off.
Yeah.
And
you've been kind of busy getting like 50 million awards, that's
Right?
okay, I think.
I know.
I've been fortunate on the writing circuit too. So thank you. And I
That's
have a
been
new
pretty
book
cool.
that's coming out now in February.
Right.
That I'm really excited about. It's taken me like 10 years to do, but I'm so excited that it's finally finished and got through editing and is with the publisher now.
It'll be well worth it. It's amazing. His first one, Haboob Wind, that came out was an amazing story. And this next one will be
a bestseller, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
absolutely. So
bestseller. And I was fortunate enough I wrote a screenplay off of it and was able through VME to present it to Lionsgate at last year's Pitch Fest. And it was up in the upper top. It didn't get picked, but one of the reasons it wasn't picked is they said that it exceeded their budget allocated for the year if they would make it.
Oh, wow.
Well,
I guess that's a good reason to get it.
When you write and you dream big, right?
That's right.
Well, that might be a reason to go back and rewrite a little bit,
Yeah, you never know.
Less,
but
explosions and stuff,
I know.
Exactly.
Fireworks.
The screenplay's done, so it's still out there. We'll see.
Yeah.
But I got these other projects which are taking fire, like Where the Sweetgrass Grows.
Right.
The book was written by Lori Roberts, an amazing fiction writer. And Susie Schaefer and I took and turned it into an award-winning screenplay.
Very cool.
And so we're excited about that.
So what's the plan for that? Are you going to make a film with it, or?
The plan is, we've got a couple studios that are interested in it. I don't know where we're going to go on it yet. I just somewhere. I'm not sure where. It's as you know, it's hard to work with studios.
Yeah.
You can have a winning screenplay, but to get a studio to say,
Right.
yeah, let's do it.
Right. It's in the works though, and it'll happen.
It'll happen.
Definitely.
It'll happen.
Definitely. And what about you, Tina?
Well, you can find my music on all streaming platforms. I have, of course, co-wrote the theme song for Life After Oblivion, which will be premiering virtually on February 25th. You go online to
Take several awards.
Yes, the screenwriter, my song won, was a finalist in the Indie Short Fest for the Los Angeles International Film Festival, which was really cool. Yes. And I got a couple other songs out there, one that we released recently, last couple months. So you can look me up at Tina Hargett Music on Facebook. And like I said, just look me up on like Spotify, Apple, all those streaming platforms. You listen to Life After Oblivion and my newest release, which is called Your Broken Heart. So yeah, we're really excited, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. A lot going on.
Yep.
But, okay.
2021. Hoorah.
It's our year. It's our year. We're going to bust forward.
It didn't say hold my beer, but we're just going to shoot the whiskey instead. Just go for it. But oh God, Mia, it's been so awesome having you here. We're going to, thank you so much for being here and having fun with us. So that's going to end our show today. Just really want to thank everyone out there for listening in to the Take It Back show with Tommy and Tina. And we'd like to take a moment to thank our show sponsors, Attorney King, Sequan Casino and Resort, Indian Motorcycle of San Diego, The Gym, Serrano's Coronado. Oh, their food's so good. And and what is this? IB Fitness. We are so glad to be here at Attorney King Studios here in Coronado. Thank you, Mia, for being here with us.
Thank you very much, Mia. Yes.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, it's been a pleasure.
Yes.
So we'll see you all. You guys, remember, it's your life. Take it back and make it happen.
Everybody stay safe out there.
Yeah.